art of accepting defeat. Imagine standing at the edge of a battlefield, the dust settling around you as the weight of defeat presses down like a heavy fog. In that moment, it feels like everything has ended. Your hopes, your plans, your dreams. Whether it's losing a game, failing an exam, or watching a long-cherished goal slip through your fingers, defeat hits hard. It can feel like a dead end, an immovable wall that stops you in your tracks. But what if that wall wasn't the end? What if it was a doorway instead, a passage leading to something greater? Defeat is often seen as the final chapter, but in reality, it's just the beginning of a new story, a story of resilience, learning, and growth. It's an opportunity to reflect on what went wrong, to gather the pieces, and to rise again, stronger and wiser than before. Napoleon Hill, a man who understood the highs and lows of ambition, once said, "When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more towards your goals." This advice isn't just philosophical, it's practical. It's the blueprint followed by some of the most successful figures in history. People who turn their setbacks into comebacks. Take Genghis Khan, for example. Before he became the legendary conqueror who united vast territories under his rule, he was a man who knew the sting of defeat all too well. Born into a nomadic tribe, young Genghis, then known as Temujin, was betrayed, captured by a rival clan, and left in chains. Imagine the despair of being tied up, humiliated, and left to die. But instead of letting that defeat crush him, Temujin used it as fuel. He escaped, gathered his strength, and slowly began to build alliances. He learned from his failures, refining his tactics and strategies until he emerged not as a broken man, but as Genghis Khan, a name that would strike fear and respect into the hearts of his enemies for generations. If he had let that early defeat define him, the history of the world might have been written very differently. Then there's Thomas Edison, the man who brought light to the world, literally. Edison's path to success was not a straight line. It was a winding road paved with failures. Imagine working on a project for years only to see it fail time and time again. For many, that would be the end, a sign to give up and move on. But not for Edison. With every failed experiment, he was one step closer to success. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each of those 10,000 failures was a lesson, a piece of the puzzle that eventually led to the invention of the light bulb, a creation that changed the world forever. Edison didn't just accept defeat, he embraced it as part of the process. In the realm of sports, where victory and defeat are often separated by mere inches or seconds, the ability to accept and learn from loss is a hallmark of greatness. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, knew this well. As a teenager, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. It was a crushing blow, one that could have ended his dream of playing at the highest level. But instead of giving up, Jordan used that rejection as motivation. He worked harder, practiced longer, and pushed himself beyond his limits. Years later, reflecting on his career, Jordan said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Jordan's greatness wasn't just in his ability to win, but in his ability to learn from every loss, every missed shot, and come back stronger. But it's not just the greats of history who can teach us about the power of accepting defeat. Even in our everyday lives, we face moments where things don't go as planned. Maybe it's a job interview that didn't pan out, a relationship that didn't work, or a personal goal that seems just out of reach. In those moments, it's easy to feel like giving up. But remember, defeat is not a title. It's not something that defines who you are or determines your future. Instead, think of defeat as an education, a crucial first step towards something better. Every setback is an opportunity to reflect, replan, and retry. It's a chance to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? In the end, defeat is just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. It's what you do after the defeat that truly counts. Will you let it break you, or will you let it make you stronger? The choice is yours, and it's a choice that can shape the rest of your life. So the next time you face defeat, don't see it as the end. See it as the beginning of something new, something greater. After all, every great story has its ups and downs, and it's the way we rise from those downs that makes the story worth telling.